The idea of something as unknowable as the Backrooms is tantalizing. A realm of its own outside the laws and confines of reality. This fake, endless space filled with an immense number of corridors and unfathomable number of rooms. Winding hallways with an eerie sound of buzzing lights and the almost but not quite human layout to the otherwise nonsensical landscape. Where does it go? What lurks deeper in the maze? The idea is based off of liminal spaces, the unsensation you get looking at abandoned malls and subways filled with water, empty car parks, the feeling that something should be there, but it isn't. Architecture designed for mass traversal that's empty. Foreboding corridors that go nowhere. The idea for the Backrooms traces itself back to a forum post about liminal spaces, with the idea being pitched by someone looking at a picture of a yellow wall and some fluorescent lights. If you're not careful, and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the Backrooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell heard you. Having no original owner means that it's basically a free-for-all for content creators to add whatever they want to it. Crowdsourced horror has been done before, with Slender Man and the SCP Foundation coming together to flesh out their worlds and lore. Adding more and more until there's no aspect of it that can't be described or explained. The Backrooms is something up for interpretation, and many people envision it in different ways, from multiple level mazes to abstract shape-shifting environments. Some see it as a multiplayer experience where you and your friends don the hazmat suits in many popular renditions of the Backrooms media and explore it together. Escape the Backrooms uses a lot of things established in the popular Kane Pixels version of the story, with the goal being only to escape. The sound of the fluorescents loom overhead and the corridors and rooms almost make sense or feel like they're going somewhere, but they never do. Things like pitfalls appear, and the monster established in the first Backrooms video makes an appearance as an antagonist. Ironically, you can escape the Backrooms quite quickly and get into the underground car parks, offices and storerooms that are apparently other levels to the Backrooms. The game uses a few tricks like putting in enemy AIs disguised as players and luring you into a trap with endless corridors that lead to something nasty at the end. Inside the Backrooms uses the same idea, with the multiplayer aspect leading to increased monsters, the now synonymous lifeform and other creatures added in. Whilst the atmosphere of inside the Backrooms is phenomenal, the gameplay revolves around solving obtuse puzzles and avoiding the various monsters by hiding in cabinets. The original idea, to me at least, was always more appealing. The idea of a single person lost inside the expanse, trying to find their way out or explore.
Hello? Hello? Hey guys. What is this?
this? Please, answer. Can anyone hear me? Listen, we had a problem on our side. The door is shut. We should get it back up soon. Stay right where you are. Don't go anywhere. Oh, and make sure your camera's running. I'm sorry to say this, but it's important we know what happened to you.
The game, titled simply The Backrooms, leaves you alone as a single survivor on an ill-fated exploration crew, with you quickly finding the bodies of your crew and some other people on the radio encouraging you to find a way out.
Seriously, what's the game here? Finally, I've been transmitting for over an hour. Who are you? What do you mean they're all dead?
The game isn't so different from the other two, but again, with people on the radio and being able to communicate, took away from the lonely feeling you get from liminal spaces, and left me craving more isolation. The lifeform makes an appearance or two and chases the player around the maze. The idea of monsters lurking in the endless expanse is toyed with in the original forum post, something that hears you. But really, it's hard to have a horror concept without a monster. Not impossible, but hard. The Backrooms Free Edition has no real enemies and challenges you to find your way out based on randomized events and procedurally generated backrooms, which makes the exploration literally endless this time. It feels like a step in the right direction to make the backrooms themselves to be the enemy, and the things that happen in the game often leave you wondering what happened, what to be afraid of, what to walk towards, and its roguelike elements can be confounding, but it's still really interesting. Less is More is a school of horror that I've really enjoyed throughout the years. To me, sometimes the build up to the jump scares is way worse than the jump scare. And thinking about it, the Backrooms is the perfect way to apply less is more, with its environment being static but threatening, dead but seemingly alive. There's the electric feeling of wanting to find out more, but dreading finding out more. Throughout the video, I've been using footage of Dreamcore's demo, which allows you to walk through a series of liminal spaces that resemble swimming pools, and essentially nothing happens. All you do is walk through these somehow eerie swimming pools, climbing stairs and finding yet more white tiles and blue water, through long ominous corridors, the sort you expect to find on a starship, these hulking, imposing structures of blue and white, and at the end, there's a door that always leads back to another swimming pool. Horror without the horror element might be hard for people to fathom. Nothing chases you, nothing threatens you. But unlike the other games we've spoken about so far, you get the feeling that there's something there on the other side of the room, watching from around the corner, waiting for you at the end of a corridor, or lurking just a room away. The other games you knew you weren't alone, that something was there, but here, there never is. It's just another room. So bland and unmemorable that its existence feels worthless and you're trapped trying to find a way out or finding anything that has some kind of impact on what you're doing. It feels futile. It's that relentless. The final game I wanted to talk about is The Complex, found footage. It states that it's a new take on the ideas and it presents similar concepts to Dreamcore, but with the universe of the Backrooms, an ongoing, seemingly unending series of rooms. But unlike Dreamcore, where the repetitiveness of its unchanging environments becomes oppressive, found footage has a sense of progression with its various lifts to take you into other environments, and every new thing you see seems oddly foreboding. A dark room with a single light at the end, a set of abnormally tall chairs, and a table that seems to loom over you, situated in a room on their own with nothing else. The unnatural environments and the way they change and morph into other things is unsettling. But there's nothing there. Or is there? A banging noise echoes throughout the halls, but following it leads to nothing. A tap on the elevator makes you think someone is out there, but it opens the door and just reveals some chairs. Music starts playing, Ave Maria drones in from another room, sounding heavenly, and other areas a disconcerting dirge creeps in, and the feeling of tension builds. As it continues, there's a nod to the Kane Pixels version with a series of houses bathed in a red light, and going into the basement of one of them has a series of chairs facing the darkness. And there's something about it, the darkness that leads you to believe that there's something back there. Walking in it is almost unbearable. There's this sense of revulsion. Something is going to happen. This time it has to. I left the room. For me, personally, the most exciting thing about the Backrooms is knowing nothing about it. It's not having an origin, it's just existing. Mysteries stop being mysteries once they're explained, and the Backrooms for me is better left unknown. It's a wild beast, and in the years to come we'll see more and more games that use its essentially free template in which to make games, from monster fests that are thousands of levels deep to the sort of maddening, endless nightmare that freaks you out without ever doing a thing. I just wanted to talk about the games without talking about all of them individually. Next time I'll be doing a review on found footage, since to me, it's fascinating. Thanks for watching.